Good morning. How are you all doing out there? It's Friday. We've made it till the end of the week. I hope you're proud of yourselves for making it here. Well done. Well done. And I am finishing the week today with one of my special topics. Today I'm actually going to talk about RSI, which is repetitive strain injury. You might not have heard about it. But it is definitely something that we are aware of, especially in the workplace, and I'm going to explain all about repetitive strain injury. But first of all, I'm going to say hello and I'm going to say good morning. If you don't know me, hi, I'm Lisa. I am the Health and Confidence Coach, and I am here every morning at 9 a.m, Monday to Friday, to talk about the importance of movement and to give you some good exercises that you can do to help you live a life pain-free, rather than sitting there with the aches and pains of daily life and suffering with the little niggles that you get. So today is my special topic day, and today I wanted to talk about RSI. RSI is repetitive strain injury, as I was saying, and it's something that isn't just in the workplace, but is the reason why I've decided to do this chat today. Repetitive strain injury is an injury that's happened through repetitive movements. So I'm going to give you an example because it ties on quite nicely with what I am going to teach you today, and that is this position. So let's say, okay, get up in the morning, I'm going to have a little look at my phone, I'm going to have a see what's going on over there, that's great, blah blah blah. Next, I'm up on my computer, so I'm going to have a little look over there, I'm going to type that away, that's great. Next, I've got to get in the car, so I'm going to go down the shops. So I'm going to get in the car, I'm going to go down the shops, yeah? You get where I'm going with this, it's all in the same holding position. So that's a great example of repetitive strain injury, and then aches and pains that happen off of this, especially if you don't help it out in any way. The idea, but why I've chosen this one is more for people who are working from home, who don't have a good desk set up. Usually when we're at the office, you actually have someone that comes around to make sure that your desk is set up properly and that you feel comfortable in it. They also get you anything extra that you may need to make you feel more comfortable for all of those hours that you're going to sit there at your desk. But unfortunately we don't have that, don't have the pleasure of someone coming round to our house to check that our offices or our desks have been set up in a great way, in a good way for you to be able to do that work all day without feeling it. So we don't have that. So what we can do, if you are thinking actually this makes a little bit of sense, send me a little message if you'd like me to send you the video of quick pointers about how you can set up your desk and how you should be sitting in the first place, and then you can get at me for these. So yesterday as well I did my upper body stretches, and I made that one suitable for you to be able to do at the desk, because I know that a lot of us are actually stuck behind a desk. Even if we are at home, it's a desk that we're stuck behind. So yesterday I did some upper body stretches that were suitable for you to be able to do at your desk. I'm always going to want you to get up and have a moment to move around and give your body a little break from the desk. But I do know that there's some people out there that once they sit down at that desk, they're probably not going to get up until they've finished. So if you want to find those, message me and I will send them to you. But right now what I want to do is talk about the repetitive strain injury in the wrists, and that gives you the achy forearms. It can lead to aches in the shoulders because of the repetitive strain if we're always in that one movement or that one hold. Well, of course I'm going to start to get aches and my shoulders are going to find it difficult to keep these arms up, because it's not a natural position. A relaxing position is having our hands down, but for a lot of the day we are actually having texting, typing, driving, there's a lot of that going on. So specifically for the wrists, the forearms, I am doing today. And what have I got here? Okay, so there's a couple of things that I would definitely recommend. Don't worry if you don't have any equipment, because I'm going to show you how you can do it all with literally just a t-shirt and a pair of socks if you want. If you've got a stress ball, get a stress ball is amazing for this work. And also, you may not have any of these hanging around. I think they're like a part of the older generation. I remember my granddad having some, sorry from calling some of you out there. You'd have it's a grip, so you can squeeze it together. And that's actually for the forearms and for the wrists. And that's exactly what we're going to do here with this little stress ball. And if you don't have a stress ball, I have got a t-shirt here. This is something that I work out with. Yeah, you've probably seen me in it. So I'm going to bring it over, and then literally all I'm going to do is roll it. I'm rolling it, rolling it up my leg, and I'm going to bring it into a half, and I'm going to put either a hairband or an elastic band around it. And if you're saying, oh God, I haven't got one of them, well, that's cool. You don't really need one, it's just that I like mine to be neat. That's where the pair of socks comes in, one sock. So I'll get that, shove that over there. There you go. There's a really cheap stress ball. Love it. So what we would do with our stress ball here that we've just made, perfect, we're going to do some nice little flexions. So you can do this as if you were sitting in your chair and you started to feel the aches and pains. Also, I'm going to tell you this, if you have been suffering with RSI or this pain for quite a while, it's probably best for you to go and have a little chat with your doctor or to get on and see a physio, because they'll just be able to help you out with your tailored issues, whereas these are just going to help you loosen up any tightness that you've got going on there. So all I'm doing is I've got the ball in my hand and I'm going to bring it all the way into my wrist, and then I'm going to take it all the way down. See bringing it up, and then I'm taking it down. And whilst I'm doing this, I'm feeling this in my forearms, I'm feeling it in my wrist. She feels great. So that's going to be what we're going to do for number 1. You can do 5 to 10 there. You can change it over and let this hand have a little rest, and then you can come back to this hand and we're going to squeeze it as hard as we can. And then let it loose. When you let it loose, I want you to try to extend your fingers all the way, and then we're going to grab it, and we're going to squeeze it as hard as we can all over again. Nice. Again, I'll do that 5 to 10 times. Great one. Nice to have one of these around, just if the kids are around, really. Get in there and squeeze that instead. Nice. Perfect. So again, I would do between 5 and 10 of them. I would change it over, and I would do it there on the other side as well. So once we've done all of our squeezes over there, we've got one left to do. And what we're going to do for this one is a little bit of finger manipulation. Good morning, by the way, to everybody that is coming on. It's lovely, always lovely to see you, especially on Fridays, because I know that no one wants to do anything on a Friday. But here we go. What I want to do is finally we're going to go through each of our fingers here. First off, we're going to do all of our fingers. So we're going to grab our hand and we're just going to see how far we can bring those fingers back. Nice. Probably want your arm to be quite straight. Love it. Nice. And then you can let them come all the way up. Perfect. So we're going to let them go down. We're going to give it a little bit of help. Nice. Perfect. So we let them come up. We do it again. Again, we're going to do that 5 to 10 times. And then I would get you to change over as well. And I'm telling you that these are amazing for people that are working from home or literally have been in this position for too long, because there's hardly really not very many stretches that we do for the forearms, for the wrists. And even if you've been mobilising and flexing it away with me for weeks now, it was only yesterday or the day before that I actually put a nice forearm or wrist one in there. So definitely good for people that are stuck in that position for too long. Then my final one was just to go to all the fingers so that the fingers can get a little treat, because they're doing this all the time, aren't they? So we're going to do very gentle, we're going to push it down, push it down. See how far it can go down, push it down. Nice. And even when you do that, you will feel the different areas of the wrist that this is helping out. And then, sorry, I'm going to give you an extra one here. We're going to do a thumb flexion. So what I want you to do is reach that thumb over to the little finger, straighten it out, reach it in, straighten it out, reach it in, straighten it out. You got it? We'll reach it in. And we're going to straighten it out again. Perfect. And they are really good little mobilisations really to help your wrists and your forearms get in on the action and to help you have a little bit of a rest from always being in this position. Yeah? Perfect. Nice. I hope you liked that. I had a lot of fun running around trying to find an alternative to a stress ball for you guys, and I'm pretty proud of mine. I think that's great. I'm going to keep this one with me all day. But yeah, love it. If you do have a stress ball hanging around, that's probably going to be a little bit better for you. And if you do have them grippers, I can't remember the proper name for them, then you can grip them in, and that's also going to be really helpful for you there. The reason why it's good to help out these areas is because obviously once we're stuck in that position for too long, even if you don't mean to be, if you text a lot of the day and you're on your laptop a lot of the day or the computer a lot of the day and you drive a car a lot of the day, well then a lot of the day that you are stuck in this position. And so it's not your fault that it's happened, but it is up to you to help it. And those little mobilisations there, if you did those with me, your wrists and your hands and your fingers will be feeling so much better and much more movable and less stiff. And it's not usually something that comes up an awful lot as a PT. I have dealt with it before, but I understand repetitive strain injury actually from when I used to be an office manager, and it actually was my job to go around and assess those desks and make sure that everybody had a great desking environment. So I hope that that's helped you all out today. If you are a work from homer, if you are on your phone a lot, if you are driving that car a lot, give these a go. Tell me that they made a difference and then share the video so that someone else that drives, texts, whatever else works a lot can get some relief. And that would be lovely. So thank you so much for being here this morning. If you do have any questions for me, now is the time to ask it. And even if you're watching a bit later and you've got questions, ask me anyway and I will do my best to answer them. I'm also looking for special topics to talk about on Fridays, so if there is a pain that you are feeling or a niggle or something that's been annoying you for a little bit too long, why don't you tell me about it and I will probably do a video about it. Love it. Well, have a beautiful Friday, have a great weekend, and I'll be back Monday to do a full body morning mobilisation sequence with you. If you don't know what it is, it's literally a nice sequence, a flowing sequence that we can get into that's going to help your body wake up and be prepared for the day and for the week. So come and join me for that if you haven't already. Have a lovely time. See you on Monday. Goodbye.